Silver, I'll give you information about battle if they send me anything. Until then, you're in your own channel. Sorry. Duelist here, bringing you Chaos March action. This is it. This is Procyon. This will decide. ELH, you see Silver joining them in a 9v9 battle, will have to win out. They have to win 2 planets, 2 maps for the planet. Their opponents need only win 1. So we've been waiting a while to see what happens, and we are going to see a hell of a battle because for once the international team has assembled a very, very strong and competitive team above and beyond what we're normally capable of doing. We are playing on the home turf of ELH as the Tikhonov Task Force on their home server in Russia. And we're going to see what happens. The first battle had some server performance issues for Eridani, so that's why we've agreed to play on their server. And it's kind of a home-and-home situation. If they force a map 3, we will be playing on the best server that we have available, which may be this, maybe Huntress, we'll see. I apologize. I have a very large map to follow today, and I have a very have to concentrate on supervising the battle, so there won't be we'll be switching around a lot as we have our first battle here with at center, it appears, Ivan and Bob teaming up, a dangerous combination, taking on, let's see here, okay, there we go. So there's your battle. Omni stuck outnumbered 3-1, Mr. Gray out on the outside edge attempting to join them, and we've got a good fight going so far. I have to sub in if any of the players get a temporary disconnect and play for them, so I apologize because that'll mean that my perspective will change. Omni down, the first death of the game, at least that we can tell. And I get to sub in for a little bit. I'm going to play as a mech if I can, and right now they've secured center pretty well, but here comes the Tikhonov forces in full battle. You can see that Django, Ivan, and Bob, 3 of the best players available for that particular team, are at center, but in hot pursuit are the TTF forces, as I now join at the southern base and attempt to assist. I am to minimize my contributions only to playing while that particular player isn't here, and then attempt to get my mech off the field as immediately as possible.
Assembly ready on hangar bay. Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online.
Without costing my team a minimal number of tickets if I can. Unfortunately, I can't do much about costing my team tickets in that situation, but you can see we're having a couple of DCs, and I want to keep this about as balanced as we can. This is still pretty new for us. Hi guys, let me know the second that your DC'd player is back in, and then I'll hop out.
In progress.
I saw that is Chezer in the TeamSpeak? Okay, so Korn and Chezar spectate unless somebody DCs, and if they DC, this is you're allowed to sub in, play until that player reconnects and is in a mech, and immediately leave. Go back to spectating. So again, you can sub in for.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online.
You guys are the
Systems
extra players. So if you see somebody, they go down to 8v8, you may sub in and then sub out as soon as they're reconnected and back in the field, okay? In fact, Marlon, please let me know the instant that you're back in a asset. Thank you. Marlon, are you back in an asset?
Outpost under attack.
Okay, let me know. Okay. Okay, guys, try not to use my device.
Sensors offline. Weapons offline. Reactor offline.
Chezer and Korn, you guys can sub in and then to take somebody's place until they get back in, okay? Just give me a heads up that you're doing it. Okay, so you've seen that I've had to spawn in for each team for a little bit and really wasn't able to contribute much, and I don't like leaving assets on the field like that, but can't avoid it in that particular case. So ticket bleed is pretty equal right now. We can see that at center they have their hands full. The international team does defending. You can see TTF moving up now. The Tikhanov task force, Tikhanov sticking together. Dola, Mr. Gray, and Vivi and Omni moving forward. The entire team is defending at center. They were able to take down Antares. We now have 2 additional players on standby. If we didn't have so many DCs already, I would not hesitate at all to allow each team to have an additional player, but given the circumstances, we're just going to keep it 9v9. Strategy-wise, I wish I had more information to provide you right now, but I think we'll just watch for a little bit. Teams are doing a pretty good job of alternating kills and are using really good strategy together. They have Invictus to help them strategically for the Blakist team. Blakist forces are the ones that are attacking this planet, trying to get it back after a backwater coup attempt from the TTF forces. They're utilizing a lot of battle armor for Tikhanov force, for the Blakist forces, and I guess let's just try and follow some different parts of the battle right now. As Django is now in 4-on-1. I like his odds 2-on-1, but 4 mechs there, he might be able to get out. I want to thank Zoidberg for helping us today by providing his server available for use. We normally use Huntress, or when it's available to us, the Funbox servers, and I also want to thank, obviously, Vic Viper and Papscan for the Huntress server, and Harp and for allowing us to use the Chaos March Funbox server when we can, and also Burner for providing the WR server. So we usually have pretty good options for selecting a server for geography. Huntress is our primary server in the past couple of weeks, and she's been performing pretty darn well. And but anyhow, we're going to just keep following the battle here. Seems to be pretty even still, but right now the Tikhonov forces have lost most of their ability to attack at center while they respawn. You can see they're still a ways out. Django and Ivan and Invictus are going to have to just a sec. Chezzer or Korn spawn in clan side. Chezzer, spawn in clan until the DC'd player comes back, then spawn back out. So Chezzer, just keep in mind that when the player reconnects, once they're ask them, once they're back in their asset, just hit the spectate button, and yeah, until then, just continue to play, guys. I apologize about the video alt-tabbing, but it's faster for me to alt-tab rather than hit the alt-enter. I'll try and edit that out in a bit, but we can see that Ivan's got a pretty powerful Ryokin taking on Kill Them All's light mech. It looks like they're getting ready for another attack on center. Let's go ahead and take a look here at the individual team forces. As Bob's in the official mech of Wolverine's Rebirth, the Black Lantern. Looks like the base situation is still pretty equal, but the difference is that the Tikhonov forces have lost a lot of assets due to deaths, and so it's still anybody's battle, but given the situation right now, we see clan controls this base. Red is a clan-controlled base. Blue is a Tikhonov Sphere Defenders controlled base. And let's follow. We see Silvercraft and Dola attempting to move in for the attack with their opponents hiding behind the thingamajig over there. We'll take a look at the base, who controls the bases here in a minute as they take down a BA. They're utilizing some heavier assets now. Gnome, they're going to get a couple of kills. So this will help. When you kill a mech, it's somewhere between usually 3 and 12 tickets, and you have to control more bases than your opponent. Then those the ticket numbers then start to bleed a bit, as we say, i.e. you start losing tickets. But anyway, this is in substitute of a regular Chaos March drop battle where it's a single life team deathmatch. This particular planet that we're playing for, we've been fighting for over a month for, with just various circumstances. We can see that Ivan and Bob are still tasked with defending center, and but that they're dealing with 6 assets. So they'll try to get out of there. Ivan's got pretty good speed, but I don't think he's going to get away. Bob and Bannock are coming up. I think that the advantage for Tikhonov usually, in particular this match, is that they have better organization. They're used to playing with each other every weekend, every week, and they've played with each other for years. The other forces are starting to come together. They're not a clan or unit by themselves, but I think that we have started playing enough of these battles that a lot of the same players come in week to week, and that the advantage right now, skill-wise, I think goes to the red team, but the blue team has that advantage in organization, and so we've got a really tight battle so far. They're trying to get center. That's the primary thing, to get center, because there's a repair bay there, and just like in chess, a strong center is an advantageous thing. The attackers are now moving. The red team's moving very well to fight them off at range. They're just going to try and get them out of there. And let's go ahead and take a look at the base situation a sec. Each team has one of the side primary bases, which have full repairs, full mech hangar, and are very, very important as we continue to look around. Ooh, that's nice. Somebody went critical. When you do damage to a mech, there's a random chance that it'll do that, and it'll blind you temporarily, and will do a lot of damage within 30 or 40 meters. So it looks like that we can only follow the two side bases right now. We can't find out who owns the side bases, but still a close match. But as we're getting near the halfway mark of this 30-minute battle, it looks like an 80-point ticket lead right now for the Blakist forces, and that is overcomable. Overcomable, yeah, that's a word now. But it's entirely possible that it's also that this might already be wrapped up. You have to get a lot of kills right now, frankly. If you're the Takonov forces, you need to be taking down as many enemy mechs as you can, because that's where you're going to get a lot of your tickets right now. Neither team's really set up for enough speed for side capping, even though they do have a couple of the Takonov forces moving out. They're now moving in with their full force, and I get yet again to come in and fight. And so, looks like I need to head to center and assist this team with trying to free up center. We're going to move up a channel. Okay, whoever DC'd, let me know when you're back in an asset. Duelist subbing in. Okay, good. Okay, understood. Alright, so this is Duelist, still 80 points or so to overcome. Let's take a look at the assets that the teams are using. My comrade player on that team was able to get back in very quickly, so I was not in an asset or in a position to assist their team at all. This is still... Oh, you can see the... Nope, you can't see the side bases. So anyway, let's take a break from the action a sec and see if we can get to one of the edge bases and see if we can actually see who controls that, as we see that Zoidberg is indeed moving to attempt to cap some of the side bases. Fortunately, can't tell. So you can see that they're doing that. Let's move in to see if we can find some action. Chezar and Gnome are attacking the blue base. Aim and Sudibor and Ami are coming out of the northern or southern base while they're getting ready to attack Gnome there. So Zoidberg's had to split his forces right now. So I don't expect to see any movement on center as they're getting attacked, I think, by those LRMs from the ground. Yeah. Right now, if you're the Takonov forces, you just have to use cover between the rocks, get your weapons in range. They have Gray and Sudibor, two of the high-level officers for ELH and, by extension, Takonov. So their leadership structure is more than fine. And looks like Dola's getting ready to move up. So now ticket bleed is 100 with 10 minutes. The best effort now, I think, would be for Takonov to pool their forces together after they get enough bases to stop the bleed. Yeah, there's something in the air over there. And then try and attack with full force. If they can focus a couple of targets and take down a few mechs, they might be able to get some of that bleed. But this late in the game, they're gonna start dealing with. This late in the game, you're gonna start dealing with assault mechs, flying crap. Ah, it's Vivisector in the air. I'm very, very interested. Vivisector, a very excellent pilot. However, I'm a bit surprised at this stage in the game that they're attacking with an aircraft because it removes the ability for one of your players to cap. And right now, you have to secure bases to limit the ticket bleed, and then, as I mentioned, attempt to focus your forces down. Let's go ahead and follow some of the mechs a minute. I have been working on Vivisector. I apologize also that there isn't sound, but I was actually expecting to play in this battle. And given the important situation, I wanted to, the importance of the battle, I wanted to ensure that when I played I had a strategic advantage with being able to use my surround sound. But hopefully we've got enough commentary in here to provide you with such good info. I am... Oh, that's right, you can actually hear the game sounds in my voice, you just can't hear teammates. Okay guys, just double checking, but make sure that your extra player hits spectate when they can. Thanks. Anyhow, so the battle is probably decided at this point. With 120 tickets with only 7 minutes to go, but it'd still be interesting to see what Eridani can do here as the Tikhonov forces. We are going to play the next fight, and it'll count towards something. I don't know what, but if Blakist does in fact hold on here, they will be the champions of planet Procyon, and will finally be back on schedule for getting back to turn 5 and eventually turn 6. As this battle, the little bit that we've seen, I know we've moved around a bunch, is that it's been all about center. The teams secured their bases in their respective northern or southern side of the map. I mean, they tried side capping here and there, but ultimately, I think the team that's had center has been an advantage because they've been able to dig in a bit. You can now see Tikhonov basically having to give up the entire base capping strategy and move in with a full attack. And so they're setting up an excellent firing line here. Vivisector is somewhere up there in the air attacking, and they're trying to... He's attacking Bob right now, and got a lot of long-range weapons as we switch our perspective a bit. We're really spread out here distance-wise. Tikhonov trying to utilize one of their strengths, which is superior long-range firepower. And so they're trying to entrap them a bit, trying to get them inside of the base, and then they'll try and push. With only 5 minutes left, I think that they're going to just try and get some mech kills here, but I don't know if they're actually going to move into the base. Again, I apologize about the video being so spread out and changing perspectives, but it's such a large battle, and I'm doing my best. And there's comments if you want to, if you have any suggestions in there. I'm pretty sure that Django will probably be recording this video, so that'll at least give us another angle from the ground. And so we're going to play, see what happens. But for now, I think that it's pretty safe to say that Procyon will successfully be held by the Blakist forces, and then we're going to play some organized terrain control. The teams are very interesting makeup, and we'll see where we can go from there. But right now, I think Tikhonov's going to back off a little bit, try to regroup, and they might have enough time for one more attack. And the Blakist forces, realizing this, they're starting to move up now a bit. attacking Dola as he gets back, and a very interesting battle, a fast battle. That was the main thing that happened, was that jumping all around like I did, the little bit that I can understand about what went on. Again, I just think it came down to center. The two teams early on did go get their bases, but I think ultimately that the Blakist attacking forces decided to just dig in, and once they did that, they put the pressure on Tikhonov to come in and attack center, and ultimately the force of Django, Ivan, and Bob, along with their supporting cast, I think was enough that they were able to withstand the forces. And so we will we'll see what happens here. We see Dola being attacked by Django. He's got plenty of backup, so he should probably be okay. Vivisector continues to attack at center from the air. Only 3 minutes left. You can see that they have 10. I'm monitoring that they stay at 9. We knew that we'd have some performance and connection issues a bit when we play here. It's a very good server. It's just the distance we're going. We're going to have disconnects. We're going to have some hit detection here and there, but I think that it's pretty fair by having switching up the server every once in a while and allowing it to kind of balance itself out. So we'll see. I'll hear back reports, as I always do, from faction leaders, and we'll see how everything goes. I think we're going to move to TC Mirage after this. Very much like to disable repairs because that's what's supposed to be happening. However, we did change it up to allow repairs in this particular battle. Something we're going to discuss, but for now, I just wanted to get playing. We been planning this fight all week. Both teams have been practicing for Thunder Rift, but we subbed that out, and I don't see any reason not to certify this battle. It seems that everything's been played correctly, it was a very close match until they were able to start getting at center, and I think that the repairs actually hurt the Tikhonov forces after a while, simply because, like I said, it's can hunker in pretty good at center. I think that's why they have Vivi in the air, though, to try and prevent repairs by firing on some stuff there, and also just trying to keep things busy at center, keep an eye on things so that they can coordinate their movement. Haven't seen many Ravens or other radar-based assets in this game. It's been mostly just firepower. And so as we wrap it up here, again, Procyon will fall after an extended campaign over the past month to the Blakist forces, which will secure their immediate area. However, moving into the next turn, the Tikhonov task force is right within range of attacking factories and other important worlds from one of the other worlds that's nearby. So as we wrap this up with a minute, I thank you for watching, and got feedback, let me know in the comments. Want to play? mwll.mwmaster.com. mwll.mwmaster.com is our TeamSpeak. You can find us there Saturdays and Sundays around somewhere between 1600 and 2000 GMT we start, and we play this game mode along with the more traditional one life drop mode, and it eventually ties into planets and who can control the galaxy. Solar system? Yeah, something like that. But again, one of the 60 planets, Procyon, now back in the hands. That's all but decided, and we see that Gnome has got three or four of his opponents on him. He's going to try and get some backup. The long-range missiles from Bannock helping a bit. Chezzer's PPC helping a bit. But as we close it out with 12 seconds, we thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time on the Chaos March Network as we have an explosive exit. That was awesome. There we go. Final 384 to 263. Not close, but not terribly far away either. We'll see if Tikhonov can rebound on the next one. See you next time, guys and ladies.